Complete history of England's kings and queens in 6 minutes. So, before 1066, Roman rule ended in the early 5th century, and Britain was divided into several competing Anglo-Saxon kingdoms. They included Wessex, Mercia, Northumbria, and Kent. Viking invasions eventually destroyed or conquered most of them. Alfred the Great, King of Wessex, successfully resisted the Vikings. But despite his reputation, he wasn't technically the first king of England. That title is normally given to his grandson, Ethelstan. They all have weird names, sorry if I pronounced them wrong. Who captured York in 927 and brought the major British kingdoms all under one rule. England was then later conquered by Danish kings, most famously Canute, before the Anglo-Saxon monarchy returned under Edward the Confessor, who caused a bunch of problems, and I'm not a massive fan. Edward the Confessor died without children, but promised the throne to a bunch of different people so that they didn't try and attack him while he was on the throne, but that caused so many problems. After he died, there was a fight for his crown all across the country, or lots of little fights used. The people involved in those fights included Harold Godwinson, Harold Hardrada of Norway, and William, Duke of Normandy. Harold Godwinson defeated Harold Hardrada at Stamford Bridge. It's the one with the sword up the person's bum. We can do a whole thing on that battle if you want to know more about that. And then he rushed south to face William at Hastings. And then we get on to the Normans. So William the Conqueror, William, Duke of Normandy, same person, defeated Harold Godwinson at the Battle of Hastings and established Norman rule. Then William II was killed while hunting. He wasn't hunted. Then we had Henry I, who wanted his daughter Matilda to inherit. That's a whole drama. She didn't. Stephen seized the throne and caused a civil war known as the Anarchy. Matilda's son then eventually became Henry II. We move then on to the Plantagenets. So Henry II controlled a huge collection of territories. We then had Richard I, who spent most of his reign fighting abroad. Then King John, he lost a lot of territory and was forced to sign the Magna Carta. Henry III experienced a lot of conflict with barons during his reign. Then we have Edward I, who conquered Wales and fought with Scotland. Then we have Edward II, who was deposed by Edward III, who then began the 100 Years' War, which isn't 100 years. We can do a thing on that if you want as well. Then Richard II was overthrown by Henry Bolingbroke,